Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't noticed, I had a couple weeks where there wasn't a video, which is very rare for me, but I was very sick and I don't know what it was. It didn't register as any of the main things going around like COVID or flu, but it was rough. So I was out and I am backed up on doing videos. So I'm resuming videos now. You probably already seen one, a Broadway Limited in-scale F units. Now we've got the Broadway Limited Conductors Club first release. Now, Conductors Club, for those of you who don't know, you pay a small fee. I think it's around $30 for the whole year. It's not per month. A lot of people got confused with that. And then it unlocks the ability to purchase locomotives at a much better price. For example, this in-scale Broadway Limited Big Boy and a Paragon 4 receiver costs $2.99 once you're a club member, and I've paid and become a club member myself because there's also HO scale deals to be had as well, including their first HO scale release that we'll cover that's a Challenger. But this is the Broadway Limited Big Boy in scale. We've covered it before. This video is going to focus more about just the Conductors Club aspects. I will show the model briefly with a few functions, but be sure to check out the full review of the in-scale Big Boy that I've done on the main release so that you have all the facts for that. But we'll cover how the Conductors Club works, what this model looks like, along with another version as well, starting right now. Okay, as you can see, this is the box. It's not just the shipping box. It may not even ship to you in this box. But this is the actual box for the Conductors Club, because inside is both the locomotive and the receiver. So you have this foam here. And on one end of this foam is the Rolling Thunder manual. The Rolling Thunder itself, which is the receiver. You don't have the actual subwoofer with this. And then the power cords for the Rolling Thunder are also included, and a audio cable as well. And then you move this away, and there is the locomotive and another insert. So you have that there, and as you can see, wrapped in plastic, but it also comes with a special Conductors Club limited edition box. So as you can see down to your right, that's your normal Broadway Limited boxes that are white. This is your Conductors Club limited edition box as well. Unboxing is simple. You lift the lid. You've got the locomotive inside. I just use kind of gravity to assist in getting the locomotive out. And you do have a pipette for the smoke fluid and a little bracket that goes in between the locomotive and tender to prevent rubbing. So I move those out of the way, and then the locomotive is visible from there. Even in scale, the Big Boy barely fits on my turntable here, my little showcase table, completely. So we'll just point out a few features. Like I said, the full review is online already. You can check that out. But on the front, you have Big Boy and chalk marks, decal on the front, flying number boards, metallic appearance, bell, LED headlight, UP shield, cow catcher or pilot, whatever you want to call it, up front with coupler cut lever. You got pistons and all of the side rod detail along the side, including the eccentric cranks. 2 sets of drivers. The actual handrail for crews to be able to traverse this area along the side. Safety pop-up valves off top. You have a smoke unit installed, so you can use a little bit of smoke and you'll get smoke from this locomotive. Again, look at the full review for the detail on that. You got the boiler and sand domes. There's also dynamo here on the back. There's a lot of rivet detail, stay bolt detail on the firebox. and also the trailing trucks. You can see rivet detail built into the model here. I think I got a little speck on there, but on the roof of the model you can see the rivet detail as well. As we go back to the tender, oil tender here, you've got silver caps on each of the trucks and rivet detail, Union Pacific along the side, crew access ladders, rear marker lights, and rear light as well. You got your water hatches and different hatches up top here. And more of the same along the other side, coupler cut lever on the rear as well. Now, this 4014 version has the ash pan and ash pan dump wheel, so that's what that's for, I think, is to dump the ash pan from what I was told before. But actually I'm not seeing, let's see, it's hard to see, it does look like there's an ash pan installed there. Of course the actual 4014 Excursion doesn't have that ash pan because it's an oil burner, but more detail along the side, including the throttle rod, eccentric cranks, and side rod detail, piston detail, etc. And we get back to the front here, where the lead trucks are also painted black like the real thing. Really nice. And we are back to the front where you can see that Big Boy chalk mark on the smoke box door. So there is a quick 360 of the details. Another version to briefly cover is the 4019. It has the smoke deflectors along the side. It has a coal tender along the rear in the actual tender. So coal in the tender. So that's a difference there of some of the variations of the different Big Boys, even in N-scale. Again, you have working smoke, which I'm probably not going to demonstrate in this video. It's a little hard to do and a little hard for me to see, but smoke is optional and works on these locomotives. Here is a look at the back of the 4019, more of the same minus that coal difference. So there's some slight variations of the models, and that's why I wanted to show you 4019 as well as one of the differences between Big Boy and of the Excursion version and 4019. So there's those smoke deflectors that really stick out. There's also the side areas here on each side of the pilot, or the front deck, whatever you want to call it, is different as well on the 4019. You can see that little back and forth area there, kind of fencing off the side of the front decking. So, with that said, let's get these into operation. Another thing to show real quickly is this does come with paperwork, so you can see all the different functions listed. You can freeze your screen there, pause it if you want to see all the different functions. 28 listed. It also talks about downloading an entire operator's guide, and the information about the smoke unit is all included. Now that's at the bottom of the box under the lower foam level, just in case you're wondering where that's at. So we'll be dealing mostly with 4019 since we did the Big Boy Excursion version in the actual full review, I believe. So the first thing is extended startup shutdown is F9. We'll do that. Actually, sounds like we just moved it, so we can skip the startup, but I'll show you the shutdown, hopefully. Bell is F1. 2 is whistle. You can see there's a cab light installed as well. That'll go off after 3 or 4 speed steps. 3's coupler sounds. So you have to move it. Do it again. And hear it there as it moves. 4's air pumps, 5's blow down. So many different features. One thing I do want to show people ask for a lot is F22, which changes the whistle. See, that one sounds more like the Big Boy to me. So that is the whistle there, change on F22. All right, we'll go ahead and move this just so you can see quick operation here. Like I said, this is mostly about the Conductors Club video, but since we've already reviewed these fully recently, you can see movement there. About 4 chuffs per revolution. And we'll check reverse. You can see the cab light goes on as you near a stop, and then goes off after 1 or 2 speed steps there. Did want to show you the headlight there so you can see what that looks like. Code 17 lighting, so Rule 17 lighting, so it brightens as it moves along. As you can see there. So that is the headlight. You can also see the tail light there. And that is functional as we're in reverse right now. So I just wanted to show you that as well. Alright, that's going to wrap up our video. I'll leave you with a run by of these two guys going by, these two big boys, 4019 in the front, 4014 trailing. We'll see you next time right here on the channel. Take care.
Many of the products you see in this video are available at trainworld.com. Since 1968, this family-owned business has been serving the needs of the modeling community with 2 New York brick-and-mortar store locations in Brooklyn and Long Island, plus their vast array of online items. Shop 24/7 at trainworld.com.